Surprise, it's us!
Hello.
I'm gonna inflict this game on all of you, and I'm delighted by it.
I'm not, but it's fine.
I am, and you will be. Fallon-Claw, how are you doing today?
No. No what?
No what? What'd I do? Oh, good. Are y'all ready to hashtag hop right into it?
No. It's fine.
Well, I am. Okay, so the thing about this game is that there's a really dope intro section, which I don't want to skip for you, and which happens exactly on game launch every time. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna launch this game, and then we are going to watch that.
Okay.
Okay? It might be a little tiny bit loud. I have adjusted the volume, but it might still be a teeny bit loud at the beginning here, just as a warning. Okay. Here we go. Come on, game cap. There we go.
Girl,
Yeah.
that's the Stardew Valley.
It doesn't now. Anyway, that was the anime intro for this dating sim. Gonna have to make this full screen again, I think. There we go, now the resolution's right. Can you still see that?
Yes.
Okay, good. I feel like I might be the only one of us who's excited about this.
Yeah.
Who was it that requested this? Wasn't it Ollie?
So.
Ping Ollie and make sure he knows we're doing this. You're not excited, Fallon-Claw? Well, you will be. Honestly, this game is kind of more of a delight than you would expect it to be. I actually, kind of had a good time while I was playing it the first time. Alright. We're gonna play a new game. What should our name be? Lily, what should our name be? Oh, yay. Thank you.
Girl, I don't know. I'm kind of tired. I'm sorry. I was until 3 last, I think it was past 3 last night, so.
Oh my goodness. Do you want to do short stream today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that not what you decided? I thought we decided that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure for sure, but yes. Put it as Lily. Alright, Fallon-Claw. As the only one making any decisions, you're the one who gets to say. Look at those biscuits. Those look good, don't they?
Yeah.
You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. Look at that chicken poster. Please look at that chicken poster. I want that. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now, now, now! Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Should we smack that clock up and at 'em, or throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever?
Smack the clock.
Smack that clock. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning.
What?
You heard me! Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. You'll need to take this seriously, or you allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future.
I want to keep daydreaming.
You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. It's here, finally, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Mmm, delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. Yikes! You're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Stinky Lily. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Lily. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Lily, are you?
Yes. Is there a choice?
Actually, I'm... Because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What's the... It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Hi, Bad at Games.
Welcome.
Lily, do you see this text box?
No.
Let me know when you do.
What text box am I looking at?
The one that says Lily.
It's not there yet.
Oh.
Am I just like lagging really, really far behind? Because I'm not seeing it.
Do you see Miriam crying?
Yeah.
Do you see the text box below it?
No.
Oh.
I think I mean my computer lagged. I don't know. Maybe it's just not.
It's either your computer's lagging or you're lying to me to avoid doing this voice.
No, it's not.
It could be either, because honestly, I wouldn't put it past you. Fine, I'll do it.
I'm sorry. Oh. Okay, it didn't die.
Bad at Games thinks it's definitely the second, and Fallon says screenshot it and send it to her. I did promise the people you would do some voices, so you're gonna at some point today. We'll figure it out.
Okay. Keep in mind that I'm getting like 2 feet of snow outside, so...
Yeah, that's actually a fair point. I remember now.
Impending power outage, so...
Alright, so Lily, I will do my best approximation of your voice.
What?
What? Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great. The inflection isn't quite right, but I think I've got the approximate tone. But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day-only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief?
Repeat that?
Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief?
Oh, pep talk.
Pep talk. Remember last... okay, hold on, I gotta get your voice again. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Bad at gamings. Shh, 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 shh. You, it's not time for that yet.
What?
I don't actually remember.
I didn't sign up for this.
I don't actually remember if that happens or not. I don't think it does, but there is Colonel Sanders. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower and that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? Yes, Miriam, I can. You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Oops, hold on. That should be in Lily's voice. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when somebody smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Lily, I'm sorry I'm doing such a bad version of your voice.
You're good, don't worry.
It's almost like you're doing it. Except, it's me and worse. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, and you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Ashley's... Nope, not Ashley's. You leave Lily's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Ahem. Van. You rang? He looks like a JoJo character. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Look at that outfit.
I love his eyeliner.
Look at his hair. That's his hair, Lil. How has he done that?
I didn't get a chance to his hair.
I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You think they'd just hand us our diplomas now? Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Yeah, Fallon Claw, that is his hair. Let's go, Miriam. Psh. See you later, losers! Oh, man. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you! I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Lily. So, are you gonna make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Aww. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? I think it's just you. That does sound like something you would say, Lily. That is sassy Lily to a T. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy, chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium in front of the class. Adorable!
I'm sorry, a pooch?
Yeah, look at him.
Well, I'm trying, but it's loading.
I think you should just read the voice of this dog, because while you're waiting for it to catch up, we can just look at this very good dog.
Alright.
His name is Sprinkles, and he's a teacher.
His name is Sprinkles?
Lily, say now, quiet down, everyone.
But also, I love it. What?
Say now, quiet down, everyone.
Now, quiet, everyone.
Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL.
What?
Your line is, please call me Professor Dog.
Please call me Professor Dog.
I may be cute and little and fluffy.
I may be cute and little and fluffy.
But I still demand respect, woof.
But I still demand respect. Woof. Wait, literal wolf? Like
it says woof.
Woof.
You could give us a woof if you want.
No, I just said woof. That's what I'm saying.
Good. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. Those are indeed some cherry blossom petals.
Oh my god, the dog is adorable.
Right?
He's so cute.
A little corgi. Fluffy. Oh no, what was Pop's voice? I'm chilly! Someone close the window! And then, he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! It's... this is your line. If it isn't my favorite student, Harland.
If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Harland?
Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles, sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hush murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is it with all of your really weird insults? Besides, when Lily sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing directly in front of you. Hey, Alex. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy, howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. I should give him a little southern twang. Hold on. Boy, howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please, use my handkerchief. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will you respond? You can take it or refuse it, the handkerchief being it.
I'm gonna take it.
Take the handkerchief. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful you hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. That's what Colonel Sanders smells like.
He smells like chicken?
The most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Lily.
What? Repeat that? Wait, I'm supposed to say that?
Yes, please. Your line is, welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning.
Welcome to the University of
Cooking School.
Mm-hmm. Oh. The Academy of Learning.
The greatest culinary academy in the world.
The greatest culinary academy in the world.
All my theater training is coming in very useful here. I feel like this is just cow propaganda. Yeah, I mean, sure. Why not? Your next line is, the birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future.
The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future.
Many challenges await you.
Many challenges will await you.
There will be tears. There will be blood.
There will be tears. There will be blood.
There might even be really adorable tiny food.
There might even be adorable tiny food.
And when all is said and done, there will be a battle.
And when all is said and done, there will be a battle.
You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena.
You will lift your sporks and compete in the what?
Broom cooking arena.
Broom cooking arena. Wait, what's a broom cooking arena?
Wow. It's a cooking arena named after broom. Sporks, though? Yeah. Yeah,
Broom?
sporks. Just then another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Your line is, quiet.
Quiet.
Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue?
Being late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue?
You're on the fast track out of here, young man.
You're on the fast track out of here, young man.
Are you sure you're even in the right place?
Are you sure you're even in the right place?
Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in the school with you as my teacher. Yeah, it is a pledge. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? Your line is, you're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish.
You're expelled if you utter one more word before I'm finished.
Oh, angry dog is very cute. Your next line is, let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable.
Let that be an excuse to you students that tardiness is unacceptable.
Close enough.
I'm sorry, I'm not seeing words.
No, it's fine. I am incredibly amused by this. Your next line is, even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels.
Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across the town on his tiny wheels.
Great. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. The class bursts into laughter. You say, "Oh, Clank, you rascal."
Oh, Clank, you rascal.
Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. You say, your diet is lacking.
Your diet is lacking.
Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin.
Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. Who is he talking to? Is he talking to Clank?
He's talking to you.
Oh.
You should be taking better care of yourself, is your next line.
You should be taking better care of yourself.
You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? You get 3 options: beef treat, rubber ball, or chicken snack.
Chicken snack.
Chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! Your next line is, well, 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 I think there might be some competition for new star student.
Well, well, well. I think there might be some competition for new star student. Wait, does he just, like, feed... Whoever just feeds the dog just gets a star?
He is a dog.
That's it. I mean, yes.
The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Gross. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Your next line is, settle down, young chefs.
Settle down, young chefs.
Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation.
Take your seats and be prepared to have your minds open by
the amazing possibilities.
Something.
To the amazing possibilities of culinary creation.
Of culinary preparation. Right? Preparation?
Yeah, you got it. As everyone rushes to... As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey Lily, there's still a seat here! That's Miriam. And Colonel Sanders says, it seems no one's claimed this seat next to me if you're interested. 2 good options, but which will you choose? Sit by Colonel Sanders or sit by best friend?
Best friend.
Best friend. You move to take your seat by Miriam. I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Colonel Sanders? He has such a magnetic personality, and there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. I feel like the game's chastising us.
Okay, but, like, realistically, you're just gonna sit by, like, you're just gonna abandon your best friend? Like, what?
Wow, the things you do for love, you know?
Your first day of class.
I'd never sacrifice our... Oh, go on.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna be like, I mean, there's also, like, a talking dog as a professor, and, like, a literal cooking appliance. I'm a student, so I guess there's like...
Yeah, that's true. I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get the chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime.
There's only 3 days of school?
Uh-huh. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Your line is, think fast, it's time for a pop quiz.
Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz.
Yay, a quiz about me! Your next line is, this incredibly and important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school.
This very important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for culinary school.
Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1.
Keep your knives sharper, or keep your mind sharp and your knives sharper. Here's your first question. What am I?
Huh?
Sorry, I'm words. I don't know words.
I am genuinely delighted by the reinterpretation you give every line. I am genuinely delighted. I don't know if anybody else is enjoying this as much as I am, but I'm having a great time. This one's gonna be a doozy. Alright, your next line is, if train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking?
If train A is going to point A or point B, I don't know. I need to write this down. I need to like
just take your best guess.
Okay, so train A is going to point A or point A, and train A is going to point B, and train B is going to point A. What is the importance of washing your hands?
Yeah, good. Alright, your 3 options are 1. Meh, depends. 2. Extremely, looking at you, Pop. Or 3. Doesn't matter at all.
Extremely.
Extremely, looking at you, Pop. That's right!
Keep in mind that I've taken a hand hygiene course, I've had classes on hand hygiene, so personally.
Alright, your next line is, forest is to tree as chicken is to blank.
Forest is to tree as chicken is to blank.
And your 3 options are feather, night vision goggles, or a slam dunk.
Feather.
That's right! Your next line. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created?
What is the most efficient eating utensil you've ever created?
Yes.
Wait, what? You've ever created?
Your 3 options are a comically oversized fork, a meat tenderizer, or a spork.
A spork.
That's right! Your next line. What food is best for a broken heart?
What food is best for a broken heart?
Option 1. Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. 2. Camel meat. 3. A pancake that looks like a silly face.
Anything.
As long as it is prepared with love and not too much salt. That's right! Next question. Your line is Sprinkles a good boy?
Is Sprinkles a good boy?
Your options are no, yes, and he's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy.
He is the best boy.
He is the best boy. That's right. Your total score is perfect score, 5 out of 5. Congratulations. Wow, be honest. Did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity, Lily, you just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. Your next line is, "May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make."
May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make.
Time for lunch.
Time for lunch.
Wow! The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance.
We just woke up though, right? We woke up, we went to take a quiz, and that's it. And then it's lunch.
We only have 3 days to get through this whole thing, you know?
Okay, but like, how many lunches are we getting in a full day?
Oh. How many lunches do you usually get in a full day?
Well, you're supposed to get one, but like, it's been like 30 minutes since we woke up, so...
Fallon says 10, so perhaps. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh! Lunch, lunch, lunch! She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled! Indeed, that smell? You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this... Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him! He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. Oh man, he's sure making a face right now.
What?
Alex, you're not wrong. You wait to see what zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he's destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any. I'll take his... Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Lily, have you ever eaten at KFC?
Yeah, I did. I have.
I don't think I have.
Really?
Yeah, the only time I can ever remember having KFC is I was visiting some of my relatives, my cousins, sort of cousins, distant cousins in Texas. And
Ah,
one of the nights I was there, they brought back KFC. I'm pretty
wild.
sure it was KFC. It was at least fried chicken, so I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But that's the only time I can remember it, and I genuinely don't remember if it was good or not. Admittedly, this was also like 10 years ago, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. 3 options. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Or, savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Or, swim towards the light.
I really want to swim towards the light, but I probably should. What was the second one?
Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. If you
Yeah, I should
want to swim
probably.
towards the light, we can swim towards the light.
I really want to swim towards the light.
All right, let's swim towards the light then. It's your adventure, Lily. I am merely a conduit for your choices. Somewhere up ahead, a bright light beckons you. The flavors are so intense you become wrapped up in them. Unable to resist, you reach towards the light. It grabs your hand and pulls you closer, closer, until your fingertips connect with the end of everything. You are forever lost in the land of tender fried chicken bliss. Your mind dissolves. There is no Lily now. There is only herbs and spices. Though Miriam tries to revive you, she cannot. Game over. Oh no. All right. Can we get a F in chat for Lily's unfortunate end?
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh. I
Oh
mean, I
no.
already knew it was a bad idea. I just wanted
Oh
to
man,
swim
where's
towards
it
the
gonna
light
take us
anyway.
back to? Okay. I'm just gonna whoop, 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 whoop. Scoot on through all of this that we just did, back to where we were. There we go. Alright, so we already did swim towards the light. Now your options are focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Or savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart.
Savor the moment.
Savor the moment. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavor, are they the same? After tasting his food, yes. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second? Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Ha ha ha! How bold to come out and ask. Where did he get this staff?
He has a staff?
Oh, yeah, he does. You'll see it in a minute. It's got chicken on top of it. Honestly, the chicken kind of looks like him.
What?
You'll see. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got two 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up so easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? Aww. You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use... It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow, you'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world, you can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Options. Neg him to show your own strength. Or, wow him with a big idea, to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Or, be modest but thoughtful.
Can you repeat those? You were kind of cutting out for me.
I absolutely can repeat them.
Thank you.
Option 1. Neg him to show your own strength. Option 2. Wow him with a big idea, to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Option 3. Be modest but thoughtful.
Be modest but thoughtful.
Modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Lily. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place, it's back there. Huh?
Sorry, is the dog cooking anything? Because I really want to see the dog cooking.
The dog is not currently on screen, but we shall see.
Okay.
Look at this place, it's magnificent! Finally, we get to show our stuff! Wait a second, oh no, we have to show our stuff! What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe adorable kisses to the crowd of fans. Wow, I had just added adorable in there. Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans. You're gonna earn with your signature, adorable tiny food creations. Here's the dog, he's on a pedestal. Your line is, welcome students to the cooking arena.
Welcome students to the cooking arena.
For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off.
For today's lesson, you'll be cooking in partners. Hurry up and pair off.
Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Aww. Sure, Lily, I'll prepare our station. Oh. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner! Beep boop bzzz. Oh my! 2 potential partners? I'm sorry, gentlemen, I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? You can do Pop, Juicebox Kid, or Clank, the kitchen appliance.
Do Pop.
Pop?
Pop.
Alright. Sorry, Clank.
She thought he was cute.
That's true.
Go for it.
Sorry, Clank, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Pop today. Pop gives a big smile as he steps up to the same station as Miriam. I'm a chef! He holds up a banana and, without peeling it, proudly eats the entire thing.
What?
It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to ask grossed out. I love your enthusiasm, Pop! She looks at you like, really, this kid? But it's too late to change your choice now. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Here's your line. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're gonna keep it simple. That's your line.
Sorry, repeat that?
Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're gonna keep it simple.
Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're gonna keep it simple.
Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps.
Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps.
No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire.
No
You get the
chef
idea.
Wait, repeat that, I'm sorry.
No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea.
No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea.
Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Alright, you got 3 options here. 1. Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy, and you don't even need to cook it. 2. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. 3. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy.
Mashed potatoes and gravy.
I really want mashed potatoes and gravy now. Just mashed potatoes. I've always been oh, nope, wrong voice. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off of my man. Did someone call for me? I feel bad for Van Van. Ugh. No, geez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Lily's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Lily was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that's positioned itself at your station. She's dissing you hard, though. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing's clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get real ugly. 2 options. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks, in your time of need. Or, turn to Miriam, your forever bestie, who always has your back.
Miriam.
You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Is someone threatening my friend? I will destroy them! I actually think that Ashley and Van Van were just leaving. Leaving you in the dust vis-a-vis my skills as a chef, perhaps, but stepping away from this competition? You're sorely mistaken. Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Lily is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion has guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Where did he get that gravy from? Does he just keep it in his pockets?
Yeah, I guess so.
Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Man, I want mashed potatoes. Colonel Sanders holds a fork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Dogline. Hold on right there, Lily.
Hold on right there, Lily.
We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena.
We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena.
Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you.
Colonel Sanders, I expected better from you.
If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands.
If you both throw one more spoonful, you better be prepared to eat it wherever it lands.
I'm gonna turn down this battle music real quick, because it's just loud. Can I has potatoes face? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in hand. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it down even a little bit more. It is just so much louder than all of the rest of the music. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. That's kind of a cool axe. He is just
He prepared it on an axe? Like on a battle axe?
Oh, yes. The axe is very elaborate, and it also has a big star cut out in the middle, which seems like it probably wouldn't be great for the integrity of the blade. But it does look cool.
Okay.
You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. This is nondescript student talking. Hi, Banana.
Oh, hi, Banana.
The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. Sprinkles says, "No, don't." That's your line, Lil. No, don't. Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right.
Something about this dish doesn't quite strike my nose. Doesn't strike my nose quite right.
I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic.
I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned during the process. This octopus might be toxic.
Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him. Oh, now he's a nondescript ghost. Huh.
It killed him?
It killed him.
What?
The ghost is very good looking. He's just had a sheet placed on him. Your next line is, everyone step back, don't take another bite.
Everyone take a step back. Don't take another bite.
When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Gross. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie! Tastes like poison.
What?
Hi, Duck.
Pop didn't die, but...
Yep. The entire
Hi,
class has
Duck.
gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment, and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds.
Oh my god.
Your line is, I'm not sure the professors here make enough money.
I'm not sure the professors here make enough money.
Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What?
I'm so confused. What?
Like for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today? Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my oh, no, sorry, wrong person. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize that I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Duck, it's I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator, I think is the full title. Now might be the perfect time to tell you you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Lily? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez.
What?
Can you check chat real quick?
Oh. Maybe. I almost forgot how to ban people.
You see, when I was just a boy, I had the dream that one... Whoa, that's the wrong voice. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working towards that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights. Like, so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes, floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you... Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him, we're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. Uh-oh. The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero. Oh my god. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connected with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid. Nope. Be afraid. Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster. See? Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! Reminds you of a certain dog with all the eyes. I can't imagine what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
What will you do? Attack or defend, Lily?
Defend.
Defend! You decide to defend. Which defense will you choose? Your only option is trepidation. You close your eyes tight, but then open one just enough to squint and see the Spork Monster across the battlefield. For some reason, this makes you feel more prepared for what comes next. She attack, she defend, but most of all she hick and smart bean? Correct. Accurate. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at ya. You take 1 damage. Fat lot of good that defense did. Attack or defend, Lil?
I guess I attack.
Attack! You decide to go on the attack! Cook with love or chow down?
I mean, I guess chow plus is eat it, so I'm just gonna chow down, I guess.
Chow down?
I feel like I should be cooking, though.
A chow down does 2 damage. The fire in your belly made you stronger. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack or defend?
Attack!
Attack! You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Your only option is now cook with love.
Cook with love.
Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses Utilitensel. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Attack or defend?
Defend?
You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation or buff up?
Buff up.
No one can control this much buffness. You start to feel bloated and, quite frankly, a little gassy. You'd better attack soon or you're likely to explode. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love or chow down?
Chow down.
Chow down does 2 damage. A powerful blow. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's gonna have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here! Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Pinch! Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage! Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Options. Forget mercy, finish him, or spare this wretched beast.
Y'all, what should I do?
Indecisive person makes choices. The game.
Yeah, it's just mercy. I'll spare the thing.
Spare this wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said. The spork monster scuttles off into the night. Oh, scuttles. That's what I do sometimes. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a chicken on the cover. That's kind of a cool-looking book.
What?
You'll see. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Huh. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dreams, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird.
What?
Oh, the ghost. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Pop. Like him? like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3? Not only that, but he founded a special unit of super soldiers who all wear the same hats just because he put a hat on one time and thought it looked cool. But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat, he wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Ah, sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient! Yeah, I just said that, a secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices! The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said that it was a powder created from some super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. Drugs. It's drugs. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyway, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it would be much use to anyone. Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you, or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie?
I'm not gonna tell her.
Alright, in that case, we're gonna make up a fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of a Newt. I know it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt! Wow! Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity, and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders! He's arriving at school, on a horse with surprisingly long eyelashes.
A horse with long eyelashes?
Yeah, you'll see. Are you going to stand back and admire his majestic glory, or run to him?
I want to stand back.
Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside.
What?
Oh. You're so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseable beaut you have. I mean, what a horseable beaut you have. Dang it, that's just what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Lily just gets really nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow.
Okay.
When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way you're hiding it.
Is Van Van not a ghost?
Huh?
Is he not a ghost?
Oh, Van Van isn't.
Was he not a ghost before?
Nope, Van Van cooked the thing that poisoned the nondescript student, who got talked over all the time, and then that student became ghost.
Oh, I for some reason thought that it was Van Van that was the ghost.
I can see how that would be confusing, based on not being able to see things as they are happening. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know that it must be really bad. Like, counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Do you tell them to stop acting immature, or act like you're not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look? Declama, contain yourself, please.
Interested.
Act like you're not interested, but really try and get a closer look. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van muttering something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. Ahem, it's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was that they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book, they've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing, hee hee hee. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. Oh, he's crying. Oh no. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Who do you think you're talking to? I never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Wump wump. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders! These crazed men are about to come to blows! I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Oh. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Here's your line. Students, please take your seats.
Students, please take your seats.
I apologize for my late arrival.
I apologize for my late arrival.
I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired.
Oh my god, I love it. Okay, repeat it.
I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired.
I spent the morning chasing a car around town, and my tiny, tiny legs are very tired.
But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn.
But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. I love him so much. Oh,
He's really cute. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Here's your line. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken.
Without further ado, we'll review
The global history.
global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken.
You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Your line. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name.
It was a chicken that first signed their name?
That's what it says here. Listen, I didn't write the line.
Okay, which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken that first signed their name.
But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Your line. Well, Lily?
Well, Lily?
Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A glass of water, a shimmering pepper, or a dog biscuit?
Shimmering pepper?
A shimmering pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, ooh.
Did I die?
This guy again. I'm here to give you an important message. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through to fulfill the prophecy. You must. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. Oh, no. Your line is, that pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. Well.
That pepper was the last
Of its kind.
Last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever.
You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. You just ate a pepper. You don't need lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. You got two options. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time, or step up and tell them, you're on.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time, or step up and tell them, you're on.
Step up and tell them you're on.
A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool. Fool! Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Lily. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Here's your line. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court.
Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court.
Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. Your line. At least, not until we turn on the timer.
At least not until we turn on the timer.
Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, readying the words, timer ready. Your line. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hi, Donut. Your line. Aru.
Aru!
Oh, Lily. Would somebody mind clipping that tiny Aru for me? I would very much appreciate it. It was very sweet. I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Release the VOD and it will be done. Thank you, Alex. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my time to shine. My chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you could really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Alright, Lil, you ready to make fast choices, you indecisive lady?
Oh my god. Alright, I guess.
What temperature does water boil at? 100 seconds after you turn the heat on, 100 degrees Celsius, or 100 Fahrenheit?
100 degrees Celsius.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, I missed it.
Well, Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's Fahrenheit.
I don't know what it just said, but your line of sprinkles is, winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. That's your line.
What?
Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you.
Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you.
You're gonna need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. 10, 7, 11. How many herbs and spices?
11.
That's right. You may not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Sprinkles. I won't make you read this. Well, yes I will. Tail wagging intensifies. Make a tail wagging noise for us, Lily.
Wish, 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 wish.
Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Vigilance, trust, or gratitude?
What?
We chose gratitude as fast as we could because you didn't make a decision in time. Which is hard when I am trying to read the things out to you. Fallon Claw says, I really don't think Lily can do this, Rob. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. This is a bad setup. It's a bad setup for a timed thing. But, that's right, you must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to... Where does your energy come from? Small town, shoulder of Orion, or deep below the surface of the Pacific?
Small town.
Well, whatever we chose, randomly, it's wrong. This is a horrible time to start forgetting important things. Next question. You try and shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What's the sound of success? Silent, sizzling, or bubbling?
What?
Oh! That's right, when they taste your cooking, they'll be so taken with it that they'll be unable to speak. So the correct answer was silence, and that is what we chose, apparently.
Okay.
You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Lily. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders on his beautiful horse. How many spoonfuls of gravy to fill a... I don't know! What were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition! Can we have a grr from Sprinkles, please?
Grr.
Thank you. You are stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right? Your line. You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind.
You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind.
Sorry. Gondola. Wedding vows. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Could we get 2 woofs, please?
Woof woof.
Thank you. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station
Y'all,
over...
are you just gonna keep clipping, like, all of this? Is this what's gonna happen? You're just gonna clip everything? All my dog noises?
I mean... At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes! Zip. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Lily does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's over-mixed. Lily, no! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Your line? Everyone stop what you're doing right now, this battle is over.
Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over.
It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Your line. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. Here's your line. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Lily's injury.
No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Lily's injury.
You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. Your line, but I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared.
But I suppose you should at least tell us what you've prepared.
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was gonna ask Lily to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find delicate fried cheese croquette on top of a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry jelly. Does look really good, though. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed, as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Do you internalize the rage you feel, or put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley?
I don't know. I don't know.
You gotta make a choice.
First one.
Internalize the rage you feel. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means that people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run to the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try and hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People could see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite in him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Misdeeds? What are you talking about, misdeeds? You just failed. What'd you do wrong? Fun, what'd you do wrong? Uh-oh. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle-scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork Monster! Borko? It is I! I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight-to-the-death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like, having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Oh, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by I mean, yeah, he is a nasty meat boy duck. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong and the cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed.
He was a golden retriever?
So he says.
No.
Now he's a nasty meat boy. A magic spellbook. Precisely, I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. Sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Lily, together I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. There's a chicken statue.
There's a chicken statue.
Yep. It looks like that. It looks just like one of those. Well, it's. I suspect it's taxidermy, but if you look at it, if you play Animal Crossing, it looks very much like one of those fish or bug models that you get. No, Fowling Claw, we don't have the book anymore. Ashley and Van found it. I suspect Van stole it. Stepping inside Sanders' home surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy, or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? Reveal it or keep it a secret?
Reveal it?
Reveal it?
Yeah.
Alright. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Look's hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself...
It's gonna get really moldy. What?
Don't argue with Colonel Sanders. I don't know. He's a weird guy. Duck says he's gonna scam. Yeah. Fallon says it's gonna get moldy. Yeah. Colonel Sanders defies logic. Also, yeah. Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Alright, so we have... It looks like a, this might be a safe, or it might be a picture on the wall. There's also 3 pictures here. An urn. The window.
The chicken.
The chicken. There's also this candle and, I guess, a comb. We are gonna chicken. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy?
What?
Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. What next?
Candle? That's the only thing I remember.
We got... I think this is a safe. There are 3 pictures on the wall. There's a big urn. Comb, the window looking out onto a lake, or a candle.
The pictures.
Pictures? Alright, which one do you want? We got a picture of the Colonel as a baby, a picture of someone on a camel, and a picture of 2 guys with canes.
That's when he was a baby.
An adorable baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself.
He was born with a goatee?
He's got one in this picture. And he is, instead of a rattle, holding a leg of chicken. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle.
Alright.
Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? Alright. What should we click next? There's 2 more pictures, the safe, the urn, outside.
The next picture.
Alright, candle, not candle, camel, or the 2 dudes?
Camel.
Camel. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices? Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. A door has just cracked open.
Oh. Door? Just Fallen Club, just view the rest of the items.
Lily, which one do you want to pick? It's all of the other things plus the door. Fallon Claw says do the door last, it sounds like.
Okay. Next is picture.
Next picture? Alright.
Next picture.
One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Tap on an item. We got the door, safe, urn, candle, comb, outside.
Outside?
You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack, and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze.
Oh no.
Door, safe, urn, candle, comb.
Urn.
You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy.
Oh no.
Door, safe, candle, comb.
Candle.
A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of '69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... Door, safe, comb.
Comb.
A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silver in color, it's actually made of spun silver. We got the door and the safe.
What? His hair is made of spun silver?
I didn't write the lines.
Yeah.
Safe or door?
What? Safe.
This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. The note reads, "Can chicken be prepared sashimi style?" Colonel, it cannot.
Oh.
The last option we have is the door. Shall we click it?
Yes.
You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket's a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks why you're wearing his jacket.
Aww.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. 3 options. You decide that now is your moment and make a big move, or you tell him you're cold, or you fess up and tell the truth.
Bro, I don't know.
You gotta pick one.
I agree with Banana, the big move sounds precarious, but there's 2 votes, so I guess we're just gonna do the big move.
Lily, which one do you want to do? You can be indecisive and be guided by chat, or you could make a choice of your own.
Just tell him the truth. I don't know.
You fess up and tell the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you, too. But I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving the Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Lily? I honestly think that this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Man, this is a nice looking house. This is like the, that's basically the view out this window is basically the view of, out of your Minecraft base, Lily.
Wait, really?
Yeah. You remember?
Wild. I really want to see, but it's just not loaded. I
Oh.
don't know why. I've been reloading for the past hour, and it's
no.
just not working.
Okay, so what it is basically it's a really pretty lake, and then you can see sort of the far side, a bunch of pine trees and stuff, and then just beyond that are a bunch of mountains. Fountclaw sent you a screenshot.
Thank you for the screenshot.
Yeah, you see that?
Oh, it's cute.
You can imagine if you squint, you might even be able to see right on the other side of one of those mountains the hell walls of my base. If you squint real hard. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, isn't even legal, but if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's asking you an important question. Just so you know, Lily, the breakfast was fried chicken drumstick and biscuits.
Ah.
So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Should we take him down a peg or flatter him?
Flatter him.
You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes at the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you.
Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you.
It's okay, I was just...
But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam.
Sure, but...
You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date!
I think I can believe that.
Since I'd been partnered up with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, "You'd better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl." But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house, but things quickly spiraled out of control.
Did she just say shush house as if that's a thing people just say? What is that even referring to?
What is a shush house?
Oh.
And now I'm not really sure where we stand.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear.
And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what?
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. Ugh, when you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. Hi, I would like to point out, I don't think we've actually been able to get a view of Ashley's thigh-high socks yet, but now that we can in fact see that there is either A, a print of chicken drumsticks on her socks, or B, there are cutouts in the shape of chicken drumsticks on her socks.
What?
Mm-hmm. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away.
I'll have my swirly with Sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped, too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school.
There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
You've got some nerve, Lily, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse?
Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain.
Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
I'll never give up, ever.
Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Lily, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon.
Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday, I almost broke a nail winning so hard.
Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her?
But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce?
It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received.
That's a lot of words to say it was bland.
Excuse me, Lily, I am more than capable enough to speak for myself.
Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel?
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Lily. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages.
Whoa, that's that book? It looks like bad news.
Huh? Oh, I guess we do have the book. We have the book, and they also have the book. Yeah, Banana, I guess there is 2 books.
It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful?
A lot of people on Etsy, Miriam. A lot of people on Etsy.
I can think of one surefire way to find out.
You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page.
I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else, not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger?
Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory-erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Cast a forbidden spell or don't do it after all.
Don't do that.
Don't do it.
No, don't do it.
You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. What a good dog. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. Here's your line. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of.
I want you all to know that I feel a dog moment coming on, but I
assure you it's nothing to be afraid of.
I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of.
His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. You have 2 options here. He must be hungry, reach for some old homework to give him as a snack, or dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens.
Wait to see what happens. What?
Wait to see what happens.
Yeah, I don't remember what the other 2 options were, but that.
Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Here's your line. Terrence, I told you never to come back here, Terrence. I will destroy you, Terrence. With vigor, please.
Terrence, I
I told you never to come back here, Terrence.
I told you to never come back here, Terrence.
I will destroy you, Terrence.
I will destroy you, Terrence.
Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. Could we have some ferocious barks, please? Thank you. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? Here's your line. You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again.
You better not show your chubby cheeks back here ever again.
After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt not only Terrence, but any other squirrels in hearing distance, he returns to his professorial tone. Here's your line. Ahem, I apologize for the outburst.
Ahem. I apologize for the outburst.
This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Lily, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, this actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Lily, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom.
Thank you, Lily, for allowing me to dole out this point of indispensable wisdom.
You see?
You see.
But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by sad whimpering coming from the back of the room.
I told you to save it for after class. But I miss you. We went on one date, Pop. And how can you miss me when I'm right here?
Pop's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam.
Every time I blink, you go away again.
That's a really cute thing to say. Miriam, what happened between you and Pop?
I got her in trouble, and now she's mad at me. I didn't just get in trouble, I got yelled at by Pops' mother, who blames me for getting him banned from every museum we set foot in.
Oh, so that's what you meant by shush house.
Pop, we went on one date! We're over!
What?
And it's meant so much to me that I made this for you.
Oh, God.
What did he make? What did he make?
Oh, it's something.
Fallen Claw, please send me a screenshot. I need to see this.
Too hurt to go on arguing, Pops leaves his, creation behind and runs out of the room.
Oh. That is really awful.
It's pretty bad.
Kind of looks like a frog with a chef hat.
Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Here's your line. Well, that was unfortunate.
Well, that was unfortunate.
But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam, TM.
The final competition showdown challenge
Exam. TM.
TM.
I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. I'm still working on the
I
title.
have a question. Wait, Fallen Claw has a question. How does Sprinkles write on the chalkboard? I don't know. He doesn't have any opposable thumbs, so...
He holds it in his little doggy mouth. And has somebody lift him up.
Oh my goodness.
I do make a good point, thank you very much. He has the podium so that he can be seen across the back of the room. Alright, here's your line. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it.
I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it.
Test time approaches. See you all in the arena.
Test time approaches. See you all in the arena.
But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay?
Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone?
Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, or tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person. You shouldn't settle for just the first someone to show you a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off Van Van the supposed Man-Man and his eviler counterpart Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Lily's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders, and also a flutter of, cherry blossoms. Again. Lily, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get into your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Should you ignore it like there was no sign at all, or fess up about your practice dish? Ignore it or fess up about the dish.
Gotta fess up, yeah.
Fess up about the practice dish. Okay,
Yes.
you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards.
400 yards.
That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. Your line. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got.
Okay.
That's
Wait,
your line.
That's my line?
Mm-hmm.
There are no rules except to cook with everything you've got.
You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Hi, I would like to draw everyone's attention real quick to, the butcher's knife she's holding, and, the chain with a heart dongle on the end of it that is coming from the end. Just want to point that out to everyone, so everyone gets a good look at that preposterous thing.
Someone send me a screenshot.
Someone send Lily a screenshot, please.
Please.
Unfortunately, the chicken-shaped cutouts in her thigh highs are once again obscured by the text boxes.
Oh.
You see the dongle? Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely preparing to go big, going small. Thanks, Pound Claw.
Thank
Colonel
you,
Sanders.
John Paul.
True MVPs.
Yes.
Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone's calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious.
Cooking moves?
Yeah,
Cooking moves.
yeah.
Alright.
Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth.
Best friend Baster Blaster!
Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and ride! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed.
Shallow personality spatula!
Shallow personality spatula.
You heard me. Even Clank gets in on it.
5-dial pressure point chicken cookie technique!
Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English?
Oh, what?
It's the singularity, as was foretold.
We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all.
Self-destruct.
Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some sort of dark magic to turn the tide? The sounds from Ashley, Van Van, and Miriam were so accurate. Thank you, I'm doing my best. You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Cast a spell or do it the hard way?
Do it the hard way.
Do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion?
Yes.
I'm gonna do it the hard way.
Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Lily. Miriam notices too.
And I've always believed in you, Lily, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever.
You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking?
Tidy food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you.
Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles.
It's a secret ingredient.
However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. Where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve the Spork Monster! Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you?
We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition? I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station.
I see what you're off to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summoned me, eh?
All of his little eyes are crying. All of his little eyes are crying. That's so sad. They've all got
His
tears.
little eyes are crying?
He's got 5
What?
eyes and they're all weeping.
Why? Who? The sport
Disappointment.
monster?
Mm-hmm. Ha! Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles into a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel the spork monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know where exactly they came from, but it sounds like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I'd fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up... You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck! Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Do you summon extra power from deep down within yourself, or give up and drop out of culinary school?
I'm sorry, repeat that?
Do you summon extra power from deep down within yourself, or give up and drop out of culinary school?
I mean, don't drop out, though.
Alright, so summon extra power from deep down within yourself?
Yes.
I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Lily, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Lily. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and your time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I'll follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? I have a dog line for you. Time's up, students.
Time's up, students.
With time expired, it's the moment everyone's been waiting for. Your line, you must now prepare to present your dishes.
You must now prepare to present your dishes.
A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. You say, it seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank?
It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Blank?
From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hey, I'm flying! Sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. You say, Miriam, would you mind?
Miriam, would you mind?
Inside of the closet, you see Pop, hanging from on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. You say,
Oh,
Pop,
no.
get down from there right now.
Pop, get down from there right now.
Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. You say, it looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything.
It seems like Pop was eliminated from the challenge, seeing he didn't cook anything.
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
You say, sure.
Sure.
You say, you kids and your pranks, I must say it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. You kids and your pranks.
You kids and your pranks.
I must say it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history.
I must say it's not the worst prank in USCAL history,
But it's not exactly yearbook material.
but it's not exactly yearbook material.
Wait a second. Pranks. Plank. Where did that pressure cooker roll off to?
Wait. Planks? Or pranks? Planks? Planks?
Plank.
Well, I don't know. Clank. Okay. Where did the pressure cooker roll off to?
You wait to hear a signature word beep or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. You say, somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess.
Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess.
We'll have to figure that out later.
We'll have to figure that out later.
That leaves only 4 remaining students.
That leaves only 4 remaining students.
Please collect your final projects.
Please collect your final projects.
Yes, it has been a long semester.
Yes, it has been a long semester.
Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat.
But after days of hard work, it's time for me to eat.
Miriam, please step forward.
Miriam, please step forward.
Now describe your dish.
Now describe your dish.
I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup.
And all of this fits in the palm of her hand. You say, my word, it's so delicate.
My word, it's so delicate.
Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy afloat in its itsy bitsy bowl?
Is that a teeny tiny... I don't know what those words are.
Narutomaki?
Yeah, no. I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl.
Yes, chef.
Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself.
Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. You say, sublime. Would anyone else like a taste?
Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste?
Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss.
Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs that doesn't floss.
I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs.
I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs.
Fine, I'll enjoy it
I
all
love
by
that.
myself.
Fine. I'll enjoy it all by myself.
And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. You say, A+.
A+.
Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours.
Rarely do I ever taste a dish that has as much love poured into it as yours.
Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug.
Thank you, Lily, for helping me to believe in myself.
You say, Van, you're up.
Van, you're up. Or Van?
Yep.
Van?
You say, now describe your dish.
Now describe your dish.
I made uni over smooth egg custard in an ox-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. That's an alarming looking food. It is very spiky.
It's spiky? Oh, I mean, I guess if it's an urchin.
You say, did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin?
Did you skewer
One type of urchin.
What?
Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin?
Did you scare one type of urchin with a second different colored type of urchin?
Yes, Sprinkles. You say, a bit much, don't you think?
A bit much, don't you think?
That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. You say, woof woof. With an angry overtone, please.
Woof woof.
Thank you. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Can we get a nice big growl? Thank you. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch, my tongue.
Youch, my tongue.
The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. With a lisp, could you please say, I can't eat this, it keeps poking my tongue.
I can't eat this, it's poking my tongue.
Disqualified.
Disqualified.
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour? Then you say,
For
don't
grammar?
discount simplicity.
What?
With a lisp, please. Don't discount simplicity.
Don't discount the simplicity.
This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. You say, I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk.
I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk.
Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue.
Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue.
Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up.
Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up.
Now describe your dish.
Now describe your dish.
I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass.
You say, that actually doesn't sound too bad.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Lily? I told you, it's a display piece.
You say,
What?
You say, Ashley, I must say it is beautiful.
Ashley, I must say it is beautiful.
However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry.
What?
Could we have just a sort of perplexed noise, please? That'll do.
I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral.
You say, if the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged.
If the food cannot be eaten, it can't be judged.
You are disqualified.
You are disqualified.
Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-face routine up.
You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you.
And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone.
This isn't the last you've heard of me, either.
You say, if this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself.
If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself.
You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. You say, 2 chefs?
2 chefs?
What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese, God, that looks good, has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drumroll plays. You say, just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing.
Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing.
And completely blow me away.
And completely blow me away.
In my 49 dog years... Huh?
Is that a good thing?
Ooh. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced.
In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced.
It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class.
It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class.
You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass.
You pass, and you pass, and you pass, and everyone gets a pass.
Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone is graduated, the students return for one less assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive, high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. Oh man, okay. You say, DJ Dog is in the house. And then do a nice little sort of a whoa howl for us.
DJ Dog is in the house. Oh.
Thank you so much. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says that you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. I want Van's crop top very badly. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. You say, no ghosts allowed at graduation.
Sorry, repeat that?
No ghosts allowed at graduation.
No ghosts allowed at graduation.
It's clearly written in the school's bylaws.
It's clearly written in the school's bylaws.
I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. You say, oh, amusing.
Oh, amusing.
And now that everyone's together... It's a spork monster! He is totally mellowed out! Everyone, the spork monster is no more! From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name. Party Monster! Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone's too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop! He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown? You say, welcome back, Pop.
Welcome back, Pop.
I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma.
I know you weren't able to complete your final exam and accept your diploma.
So we had it mailed directly to your father.
We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. We figured it would be the least that we can do for the school's dean.
Oh, now I get it. You say, and we get a new wing on the school.
And we get a new wing at school.
Not to mention the honor of educating the son of the Chancellor of such and such.
Not to mention getting to educate the son of Chancellor such and such.
Miriam, will you be my lady king?
What an incredible turn of events! An offer to join the royal family. It's like a dream come true. You'll get to be a princess. Or maybe a queen? I'm not sure if he even knows, but either way, crowns and gowns, baby.
I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life.
A twist on a twist.
So many more 3-day universities to attend. So many tiny foods to meticulously sculpt, and then watch get accidentally blown away by a single sneeze. Okie doke.
The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who's arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What?
I actually feel like I knew this the whole time.
Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he's come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? Question mark? Nope, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Lily, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Lily. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef. Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Lily, I'm sure you'll find a place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end! And, now it's over.
Okay. don't know what was over. Okay.
That's it. That's it, y'all. It's over. Lily, what do you think?
It's a wild turn of events.
A wild turn of events indeed. Are you happy with your result?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part?
Bro, I don't know.
What was your least favorite part? Was it making decisions?
Yes.
That's what I thought. My favorite part, like Banana, was also Lily's voice acting. Joke's on you, you did a great job.
Thank you.
I am definitely going to go back and watch all of those clips.
Oh my god.
And for reference, this will also be on our YouTube page.
Yep.
Starting on, what's today? On Monday, this will be up. And I may also compile those little voice clips and put them up on there as a special as well. Yeah, if y'all want to go back and clip any of those good sounds, please do. I will put them all. I'll throw them all into a compilation and put them on the YouTube channel so that we can all enjoy them. And the full video will also be up there, starting on Monday. So keep an eye on that. Head over, give us a little subscribe there. That would be very helpful. And you can find all of our past streams will be getting uploaded there. And also we may be putting up we may end up recording some YouTube special videos that only go there and that are not streams. With some games probably more along the lines of this one, except that would work a little bit less well on streams. So, keep an eye on that. We'll let you know if stuff comes up there. And this VOD will be here for a while, and also on YouTube.
Yeah. Also, join our Discord if you haven't already, and follow our Twitter.
Yeah, we've got a Discord where we do some chats and stuff. And the Twitter, you can get updates.
Posted. I'm gonna make a clip channel just for that. Alright, well, thank you guys for joining us. Make sure to come back tomorrow, starting at the same time.
Yes, tomorrow we are, well, we're doing a couple of good things.
Yeah.
You'll see. Alright.
Alright, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks for romancing with us, and remember, eat KFC, I guess.
I guess.
Bye!
Bye!